All right, so we've got an interesting one to deep dive into today.
Yeah.
We're talking Jackie Chan versus General Fujita from Fist of Legend.
Oh, this is a good
I'm
answer.
so excited for this one.
Yeah.
We've got like the master of agility going up against, this brutal strength.
Right.
And Fujita's very much like a traditionalist, and Jackie Chan's like the innovator.
Yeah, he really is an innovator.
So how do we even begin to break down, who would win in a fight like this?
Well, I think the really fun thing about this matchup is that it's a clash of styles.
Okay.
Like you said, you've got Fujita, who's all about that really brutal strength.
Yeah.
And then you have Jackie Chan, who's so adaptable and so quick.
And uses his environment.
Absolutely.
Like anything can become a weapon for him.
It's true.
So let's start by talking about Fujita.
Okay.
You mentioned brute strength, but he's also a trained military leader.
Yeah.
Right? So he's got discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we talk about his attacks as bone crushing, like what does that actually mean for his fighting style?
So when I think about Fujita and his bone-crushing attacks, I think of someone who's not messing around.
Okay.
Like he's not going for a bunch of fancy moves or trying to outsmart you with a ton of complex techniques.
Just wants to hit you hard
Exactly.
to end it quickly.
Yeah, one or two really powerful hits is all it takes.
So do you think that would actually work against someone like Jackie Chan, though?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
Right.
Because Jackie Chan is known for being so evasive and so quick on his feet.
Yeah.
So Fujita would really need to land a clean hit.
How likely is that?
Well, that's where Jackie Chan's adaptability comes in.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
how would you describe what makes him such an effective fighter?
So Jackie Chan is like the ultimate improviser.
Okay.
He's not limited to just one style of fighting.
Right.
He's got kung fu, he's got taekwondo, he can even incorporate acrobatics into his fighting.
I mean, remember that scene in Drunken Master where
Yeah.
he's like using his drunken movements
Yes.
to throw off his opponents?
Exactly, and that's what makes him so difficult to fight.
And unpredictable.
You never know what he's going to do next.
So he's not just reacting to his opponent, he's actually like thinking ahead.
Oh, absolutely. He's always thinking a few steps ahead of his opponent.
And then he uses the environment.
Oh, yeah. Anything can become a weapon for Jackie Chan.
Right, like remember that scene in Police Story where he slides down the light fixture?
Yes, that's classic Jackie Chan.
So we've got Fujita, who's his powerhouse, and we've got Jackie Chan, who's like, the strategist.
Right.
Are there any like historical parallels we can look to get a sense of, how these types of fighters would clash?
That's a really interesting point
Yeah.
because there are definitely historical examples of strength versus agility.
Okay.
Like think about knights in full armor.
Okay.
They were all about brute force,
Right.
but they were often vulnerable to more agile opponents.
Like swordsmen, who could exploit the gaps in their armor.
Yeah, and use their speed to their advantage.
So would you say that Jackie Chan's kind of like that agile swordsman in this scenario?
I think that's a great comparison. He wouldn't try to overpower Fujita.
Right.
He'd use his agility and his quick thinking to find a way to outmaneuver him.
But Fujita is a military leader. Like, he's not dumb.
No, you're right.
Wouldn't he see those tactics coming?
Well, Fujita would certainly be a tough opponent,
Yeah.
but Jackie Chan's not just reacting, he's thinking ahead.
Right.
So he might use things like feints and
That's
misdirection.
to trick him.
Exactly.
Okay, and what about the environment?
Oh, he'd definitely use the environment to his advantage. Let's say they're fighting in like a really tight alleyway.
Okay.
Jackie Chan could use that to his advantage. He could lure Fujita into a narrow space where his size and strength become a liability.
Oh, I see.
He could also use objects in the environment as weapons or obstacles.
So it sounds like you're giving this one to Jackie Chan.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
But I do think that Jackie Chan's adaptability would ultimately give him the edge.
So he's got like the physical advantage.
I think so.
But what about the mental game?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking about their physical abilities.
Right.
But a fighter's mindset is just as important.
So true.
How would each fighter handle the pressure of this kind of fight?
Yeah.
Would Fujita's discipline give him an advantage, or would Jackie Chan's ability to improvise be more valuable?
That's like a whole other layer to this
Yeah, it really is.
that we haven't even touched on.
And I think that's something worth thinking about.
Yeah. Who do you think will have the stronger will?
Yeah, who do you
Who would have that mental fortitude to overcome, all the obstacles and the challenges?
It's a tough one.
I think it is a tough one, and I think that's something that we can maybe deep dive into another time.
Yeah, we should.
But for now, I think we've got to give this one to Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I think so.
Just based on everything.
Based on his adaptability and his resourcefulness.
I think so.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Jackie Chan versus General Fujita.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight in our heads, at least.
In our imaginations.
But until next time, keep thinking about those big questions.
Yeah, and let us know what you think.
Right, we'll see you next time.
See ya.